Kevin. All right, you know, I gotta be honest now. I always say that, I know. It's just one of the things I say, right? Like some people say, like, you know, like. There's nothing like these old trucks, and I can't wait to get this thing back in the lineup. Just gonna straight at you. I can't wait. I love my new Ford, but around town cutting trees, or just firewood, or working with my dad, or whatever, my boy and I, this is the stuff, man. This is the stuff. It's every time I sit in this chair, I just go, you know, this is home. This is home. And I know you guys on the channel, you feel the same way. I know you do. So, but this truck's going away soon. There's a lot more than just a cab that's going to happen to this truck. A lot more. So we're going to get it done. I'll see you over at Root Rot Ronnie's. We got to cut a tree down. It's going to be an interesting one. So, there she is. And we knew it was going to go. It's a small little tree. There's Ronnie. It's a small little tree, but it is kind of precarious. So we'll go out here and have a look. Hey, Ronnie. How are you? Good to see you. So we talked about that tree last year, didn't we?
Yeah.
Good to see you.
Kind of did okay right till late fall, and that was that.
Yeah, I thought it might, you know, and it's just, it's so nice to see, though, that you've been very lucky through the years, Ron.
Yeah.
You know, because we had the issue down here, and it'll be interesting to take a look back there now, Ron, because of what they've done, too.
Yeah, that's what the other thing I was going to talk to you about.
Yeah, they've really changed the dynamics back there now.
Yeah, and every time you got that many away, when the winds come, something happens.
It does, doesn't it? You've noticed that already through the years. Because I remember, it looks like there might even be something going on there now, actually. There is. Friends, this is, so the neighbor logged here, friends. It's their property, they can do what they want. They probably got animals, who knows, but now there's a new one, isn't it, Ron?
Yeah, that was that dead one we left.
Oh, so it did come down.
Yeah, it did come down.
Yeah, so there's that. Because of this. So what I want to do is sift it through here. I'm going to sift it right through there. Squeeze it by that little fur right there on the, sift it through this guy and this guy, which is actually a really tight squeeze, but it gives us a long shot where we're not on that and we're not in anywhere here. So I'm kind of interested on what's on the stump. So I'll bring you guys down there with me, but I'm gonna follow it with the 562. So we got the 86er here, which is kind of cool because he's got it on a 365 carcass, friends, which is same as 72, as most of you know. So let's get some bar oil in here. We got our DGP. If you're interested in trying a super nice bar oil that will change your cutting game, then I call it DGP, but DeWalt is one company that got on board with it. They liked it so much. But it's DGP, and you can get this stuff at changeyouroil.com. Go see Scotty over there. Tell him I sent you, friends. He's working hard on these products. He's the guy that sent me that freaking leather treatment. It's all soy-based stuff, friends, biodegradable. I ran it for a good 6 months before I even talked about it, and I love it, and I'm not going back. It's more expensive than your traditional petrol type oil, but oh my gosh, is it clean. My saws are always golden clean. I love it. I don't often wear my big setup anymore. Let's go over and check this out. I got to get a set of these glasses that aren't prescription, because I actually like them until I start sweating, and then I take them off because I can't see nothing. So let's go in here and I'll get in here and clear the stump. Squeeze it in here. So I'm going to show you, I'm just going to show you what's going through my mind right now as I cut this tree down. These are the thoughts that are going through my mind. For starters, so now I can get in there and make a stump, but I'm such a stickler of people's freaking lower foliage and lower, I just am, like property line stuff. I don't just whack and go away and start knocking their stuff down. So even that, I don't know if I've cut that already and it's just sitting there. I may have, I don't know, I'll find out. But this is what I'm up against here. You walk down in here, okay? So now we got a clear stump. There's our little saw. I'm telling you right now, that's my saw. But we're giving one of those away on March 31st and with a pipe on it, stock. And I'll tell you right now, whoever's getting that's a lucky human being. Here's our situation. Let's look up. Here it is, okay? Here's the tree, okay? So what goes through my mind? Well, for starters, that pickup out there, the golf cart, the wood shed over there, but it has to go somewhere. So there's a hole, you can see it. It's right there. It's right there. So that's where it has to go, out here. We're gonna squeeze it through there and then we're gonna buck what we can and then pull the rest out and buck it. You got to run out in front of your trees for a little bit. Don't be afraid to throw that undercut back in. Okay, let's go back. Not bad. Not bad. This thing is rotten, really rotten.
Friends, just a quick word on this chain here. The rakers have not been touched, not once. This is a falling chain, and if I'll show you here in a few how much we can take the rakers down on this saw and have a completely different cut and saw. And actually, it would be nice for what I'm doing right now, to be very honest with you. Even though this is cutting super nice, it was left because I knew I'd be making undercuts with it today.
You can't even guess how old that firewood is, friends. Okay, we're gonna
Friends,
grab
do you want to see how hungry this saw was? Why it wasn't grabbing? Why I call it a falling chain? I'll show you. This is the hard setting, remember. Listen, just listen. Okay. Look. So I've already done part of the chain, and I thought to myself, I think I'll show you guys. Okay, see there? See that? You can see the raker, right? I just filed it, friends, right there. Like a lot. Well, look here. Untouched. They're untouched, friends. I'm not kidding. I've not touched these rakers. Look. So I do that for fallen chains only. For bucking chains, to be honest with you, when I was bucking that log over there, right there, I almost would have rather had a hungrier raker. So there's a fine dance depending on what you're doing that day. If you're falling and you got to make a bunch of undercuts and back cuts, either have another saw set up for falling, or, you know, or find that fine line, because there is a fine line there. You know, or just have a bucking saw on hand or whatever. That's how serious the guy gets about this. If he's just dumping wood all day and undercutting and back cutting and not really limbing or doing any processing, he's probably going to run not that hungry of a raker. Most fallers would agree, I would reckon. But in the tree service where you're processing and limbing and you're around, you know, you got to grab wood, you want a little touch of a hungrier raker. I hope that makes sense, but that's kind of the life of a sawman at sometimes. Dun, 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 dun. Friends, work hard, be honest, and be kind. And let the guy in front of you, for crying out loud. He's been waiting there trying to get into traffic, and everybody's bumper to bumper. They're not letting him in. What is the deal with that? What is that thought process? Where does that come from? Fear is where it comes from. Fear of someone getting somewhere or getting in front of you. Is that why you don't let people in? Why do you do that? Just leave space. Leave space for the gears of life to click in together, and just leave space. I was in traffic the other day and there was 2 lanes coming to merge, you know, and you're coming around a long corner and all of a sudden, oh, we got to get into 2 lanes here. There's construction or something. You know, everybody starts panicking and bumper to bumper and freaking out. Nobody's getting in front of me. It's like, what are you doing? Do you know these situations I'm talking about, friends? How about, because you're in charge of what's in front of your face, how about leave room for people to go in front of you? Could you imagine that? Try that. Try that next time you're faced with that situation. See how that feels. Try that on. Slow down. That's my message at the end of this video. Slow down a little bit. Take a deep breath. I am at peace. I am not in a hurry. I am at peace. Try it. Work hard, be honest, and be kind. Thank you for being here. I look forward to sharing this 86er with you on the next video. Scotty Dunwell. Over and out.
Devin! Bullseye! Bullseye!